305 sprint cars, we need you in hot laps now. We need you in staging for hot laps, 305 sprints. Please report to staging for hot laps. First flight of cars coming out for the 305 sprint car. Hot laps here at the Jacksonville Speedway coming around turn number 2 with a newly painted job here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. That's the 9T of Dylan Tuxhorn. On the front straightaway, right in front of you, making his first appearance in several 305 sprint car races this season. That's the 51 of Brett Burrows. Max Bosgay joins us tonight. He's in the 7X out of New Berlin, Illinois, along with the 4 from Springfield, Illinois. That's Bailey Goldsberry. In the back of the pack, the winner of 5 races in the 305 sprint car class this season from Chapin, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, the 5W of Paul Nienheiser. Dirt car car UMP Street Stocks, you need to report to staging for hot laps. Dirt car UMP Street Stocks, you need to report to staging for hot laps. Last call for any remaining 305s. Last call for 305 sprints. Dirt car UMPs, you need to report to staging now for hot laps. Ninth race of the season for the 305 sprint cars here in Jacksonville, Illinois. Paul Nienheiser has won 5 of those 9 races, including 4 of the last 5. Nienheiser currently sitting 3rd in points. Dylan Tuxhorn sitting in 4th. Tuxhorn regularly finishing in the top 4 to 5 in most of the races this season in the 305 sprint car class. Goldsberry, the 4 car, currently sitting 7th in points this season.
First line of hot laps here for the 305 sprint cars. First time we've seen Brett. We've just got 5 races here for the 305 series this season. It's all back in early August. Leading the pack for flight number 2 is Jeff Tuxhorn out of Illinois. He leads things off to the 32 going around turn number 1. The current 2019 305 sprint car class is called for turn number 1. Both of those cars, well, that's how you care. Rounding out the fight in the field of the 305 sprint car class is Tyler. He comes out in the 84. Last call for 3 stops. 3 stops to be in stage, please. His time starts the season here at Jacksonville Speedway. Tuesday, it's under the long trail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 release finishes this season.
Of the last 5 events, Braden Belcher currently sitting 3rd. In the point series, Mike Jackson sitting in 4th. David Maury, who was in flight number 1, also sitting in the top 10 as we get ready for flight number 2. Leading out flight number 2 is the black and white 72C. That is Chet Peak. He's followed up by the 99 car. That's Jason Meyer. Along with the bright yellow 24, that is Cale Foster. From Jacksonville, Illinois, the red 67R is Rudy Zaragoza. And the 83K, the black and purple 83K is Nolan Kaufman. 11 cars registered with their car UMP Street Stocks tonight. We'll run them in 2 flights of 6 and 5 for you here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models, you need to be in staging now, please. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models, you need to be in staging now for hot laps. Last call for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. Last call for staging for hot laps. We'll follow that up by the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. You can report for hot laps qualifying. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. You can report to staging now for qualifying, please. The lineup you'll see here tonight is for the regularly scheduled class of the Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. We have a feature that was postponed from last Friday. We will run that following regular heat action here tonight. Some of these cars you will see in both features here this evening, some you will not. Leading things off from Mendon, Illinois, coming around turn number 4, that's the 45W of Denny Woodworth. He's followed up by the 32, that's Cody McGuire out of Carlinville, Illinois. The 6P is Jose Parga, and back in turn number 3 out of Jacksonville, Illinois is the 25 of Tucker Finch. From Ashland, Illinois, the white 11E, that's Brandon Eskew coming around turn number 3, and in the backstretch, the 75C is Chuck Mitchell. Rounding out the field is the black and yellow 25, not to be confused with the red 25. The black and yellow 25 is Dakota Ewing. The red and black 25 is Tucker Finch. The black and yellow 25, Dakota Ewing. Once again, Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. You get a qualified units. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds here to station for qualifying. That wraps things up for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Hot Laps. Brandon Eskew, your current points leader for 2019. Denny Woodworth just sitting outside of the top 5. Tucker Finch in the top 5 as well. We get ready to go for qualifying here for the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. 2 heats coming your way. Drivers will qualify in their individual heats against each other. Coming out first, the 0 car is Tim Hancock. The 78 is Jeff Ray, and out of Jacksonville, Illinois, the 2 car is Jimmy Miller. Jeff Ray clocks the fastest lap in the first flight here in group number 1 with a time of 13.474 seconds. Tim Hancock, the second fastest, with a time of 13.930, and Jimmy Miller rounds out the first flight with a time of 14.465. Next 3 cars coming out in group number 1 here in the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. That includes the 9C of Russ Coltis. From Liberty, Illinois, that's the 05 of Dayton Wheelholder. And from Jacksonville, Illinois, the bright green 22 is Ryan Blinkman. Jumps up to grab the fastest time so far in group number 1 with a time of 13.004 seconds. Ryan Blakeman claims second so far with a time of 13.110. Russ Coltis finishes in 4th with a time of 13.669. Jeff Ray moves to 3rd overall so far in group number 1. Tim Hancock moves down to 5th, and Jimmy Miller in 6th. Last flight for group number 1 qualifying here in the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. Hornet cars, you need to report to staging for hot laps, please. Hornet cars, you need to report to staging for hot laps. On the track right now is the 00S, that is Cody Stillwell. The 32 is Donovan Lodge, and the inside car is Tyler Roberts. Jumps up to 3rd fastest in group number 1 qualifying with a time of 13.335 seconds. Jeff Ray moves down to 4th now in the field. Cody Stillwell finishes in 5th overall with a time of 13.505. Tyler Roberts falls to 9th in qualifying with a time of 14.93 seconds. Your running order in group number 1, Dave Weedhover, Ryan Blakeman, Donovan Lodge, Jeff Ray, Cody Stillwell, Russ Coltis, Tim Hancock, Jimmy Miller, and Tyler Roberts. That wraps up group number 1. Let's introduce you to the first flight in group number 2. That is led off by the 37 of Derek Carlson. He's followed up by the 25W of Alan Weiser, and the current modified points leader here at the Jacksonville Speedway, the T6 of Tommy Shepard. Grabs the fastest time so far of all drivers with a time of 12.846 seconds. Tommy Shepard and a time of 13.300 seconds. Rounding out the first flight is Derek Carlson with a time of 13.022. So Weiser, Carlson, and Tommy Shepard, the running order so far with the first flight down here in group number 2. Hornets cars, you need to begin reporting to staging, please. Hornets cars, you need to begin reporting to staging for hot laps. Next 3 cars coming out in group number 2 for modified qualifying tonight. It's the 33T of Josh Thomas, Mr. Smooth, Steve Tyvins in the 36 car, and Frankie Wellman drives 40V machine. Coming into the next track. Steve Tyvin, the fastest of this group of 3 with a time of 13.562 seconds. Frankie Wellman, second fastest in the group with a time of 13.584. Josh Thomas clocks a time of 13.824 seconds. Your running order so far here in group number 2 is going to be Tommy Shepard, Derek Carlson, Derek Carlson, Tommy Shepard, Steve Tyvin, Frankie Wellman, Josh Thomas, and Tyler Roberts. Last 2 cars qualifying here in the modified class for group number 2 is the 72A of Springfield, Illinois. That's Austin Lynn, and the Lake 27, that is Greg Rowe. Last call for Hornets for hot laps. Last call for Hornets tonight for hot laps. 10 logs the time of 13.578 seconds. The 27 car of Craig Roden finishes in a time of 13.605. Let's run down your running order for group number 2. That's going to be Alan Weiser, Derek Carlson, Tommy Shepard, Steve Tyler, Austin Lynn, Frankie Wellman, Craig Roden. Running order for group number 2. Josh Thomas rounds out the field in group number 2. Several Hornets on the sheet tonight. 13 Hornets registered here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. 2 heats coming up tonight. We'll bring them all back in one feature later on this evening. From Jacksonville, Illinois, the 21D of Josh Dell. From Delavan, Illinois, a 2-time winner this season is the Arizona Matt Mackey. The 44 car is Will Masso. 2 Delanges here tonight. The 32D is Jeffrey Delange. The 3 car is Jacob Delange. The 66D is Carson Barton. The 01 is David Priya. The AP car is driven by Isaiah Pinton. The MJ3 is Mr. Mark Burgess. Eldon Hipkin is here tonight. He's in the WHO2, along with Michael McKay in the 26A. Landon Mason drives the ball machine, and Jim Duttlinger rounds out the field of 13 tonight. He's in the 28 car. We need you to report to staging 3s. 305 sprint cars. You need to report to staging now for heats. 305 sprint cars. Please begin reporting to staging now for heat action. We get ready as we get a little bit of track prep done before we get ready to go. Once again, 305s. We need you to report to staging now for heat action. Part of a double trouble weekend here at the Jacksonville Speedway. We're here tonight for racing. We're here tomorrow for wrecking, as the Mike Brown Promotions Demolition Derby team will be here tomorrow night on what promises to be another exciting Demolition Derby event here at the Jacksonville Speedway. The Mike Brown Promotions team came here 3 falls ago now. This will be the 3rd year in a row for the fall show here at Jacksonville, and they've been at the Morgan County Fair now for the past 2 years. We invite you, adult admission, $12 tomorrow night. You can learn a lot more at the Jacksonville Speedway Facebook page, or visit Mike Brown Promotions on Facebook as well to learn a lot more about pricing and more for what is an action-packed show of Demolition Derby action. If you've never been, we invite you to come along and check out what it's all about. We remind you we'll be here on Wednesday, September 25th. That is for the rescheduled date for the World of Outlaws show. That starts at 7 o'clock. There are no support classes that evening. For the World of Outlaws, the greatest show on dirt, making its way back once again to the Jacksonville Speedway. If you have your wristband from the last time that we attempted to get the Outlaws show in, make sure you bring it. That will get you in with no additional charge. If not, we're going to have to make you pay once again. So your wristband is doubly important tonight. Guys on turns 3 and 4 and over on the backstretch, we'll need you to be in seats. We're away from that fence line when we get ready to go, but 305 cars, you need to report to staging now for heats, please. 305 sprint cars, please report to staging now for heats. Also streaming along live tonight on YouTube. We hope you're enjoying the action here, whether you're watching in the grandstand or from afar. People all across the nation, all across the world checking in to our little spot here in the heart of Morgan County, and we're always so happy to have such a great audience following along on YouTube. Several of our events through the entire season, streamed live in their entirety on the YouTube channel. Just check it out, Jacksonville Speedway on YouTube. And you can watch all the action. Several of the races also recorded and posted for later viewing if you'd like to check things out once again. Once again, 305 sprint cars, you need to be in staging, please. 305 sprints, we need you in staging for heats, please. Jacksonville, Illinois, how are we doing on a beautiful Friday night? Oh, it's such a nice night, isn't it? Nice and cool. It's going to be a great slate of action here tonight. 7 features on the card. How about that? You're getting a little extra bang for your buck tonight as we will rerun features for the modified class and the Kendall Oil Pro Late models that were postponed from last weekend's Herb Barlow Memorial. As things you know ran a little bit late. So we've pushed those 2 features to tonight. We'll run those along with the remaining 5 features. So you're getting a little extra bang for your dollar tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. First and foremost, we need anyone who is a current or former military member. If you're in the crowd, please raise your hand. If you're raising your hand, would you kindly raise to your feet and stand up? If you're still sitting, we ask you to clap louder for these men and women than you just did for me and our racers tonight. As we always remember and respect their service, their time away from their friends, their family, and their loved ones to keep us the safest and best darn country in the whole world here in the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask you to rise to your feet if you're able. We ask you to remove any caps and covers that you may be wearing and face the American flag in the infield with your hand over your heart as we play the greatest song in the world, the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you are excited. We hope you're ready to rock and roll tonight. It's going to be a fun, loaded show for you this evening. As we get ready to go, 7 features across 5 classes tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Leading things off tonight is going to be our 305 sprint car class. That will be followed by the Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, the Kendall Oil Pro Late models, the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds, and the Dirt Car UMP Hornets. Following heat action tonight will be the remade features for the late models and the modifieds. We're rescheduled from the Herb Barlow Memorial. We'll take an intermission and then we'll come back with our regularly scheduled features tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Getting ready for heat number 1 with the 305 sprint cars tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. 5 cars on the sheet. We'll look for all 5 to make the call here. And let's introduce you to the running grid for heat number 1. On the pole from New Berlin, Illinois, was the 7X making his 3rd start this season with Jacksonville Speedway. That's the 7X of Max Posgay. Currently sitting fourth in the point series here for 2019, making his 9th start tonight, the High Bank Quarter Mile from Pawnee, Illinois, is the 9T, that's Dylan Tuxhorn. Starting on the inside of road number 2, Jeff Tuxhorn drives the 32 machine. He currently sits 11th in points. This is his 5th start of the season for the 2019 series. And out of Springfield, Illinois, the 4 car is driven by Bailey Goldsberry, making her 6th start of the season at Jacksonville. Rounding out the field of 5 in the X car out of Springfield, Illinois, the current 2019 points series leader for the 305 sprint car class is the X car, that's Robbie Standridge. Drivers for heat number 2, you need to be in staging now. Cars for the Dirt Car UMP Street Stock class, you can begin reporting to staging. Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, you can begin reporting to staging. The last call for heat number 2 for the 305 sprints. The X car of Robbie Standridge, 2 wins under his belt this season here in the 305 sprint car class. That came early in the season. He also has 3 second place finishes under his belt. That's 4 second place finishes under his belt, along with a 3rd place finish coming just a few days ago on Labor Day weekend. Tuxhorn sitting 4th in the point series this season, 8 starts under his belt. Top 5 is the 19 of Dylan Tuxhorn. As we get the field in running order here for heat number 1, Posgay and Dylan Tuxhorn in row number 1, Jeff Tuxhorn and Goldsberry in row number 2. Robbie Standridge rounds out the field in row number 3. The last call for heat number 2 of the 305s to report to staging, followed by the Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks. You'll be up next, Street Stocks. You can begin reporting to staging now. Flag for heat number 1. She'll take the first ahead of Tuxhorn. She got caught too high in the cushion. She drops back from 3rd to 5th. Robbie Standridge moves 3rd to 5th. Back to the race leader. That's Max Posgay coming around. He's the 7X. Followed by Standridge. Jeff Tuxhorn, excuse me, and Bailey Goldsberry. Standridge trying to make it over now. He's trying to come back. Sort of trying to take that second position. As now they swing into the back stretch. The X car trying to track down the 19s. They come in the back 2 turns. Next, Oscar Lee. He just pushed the start. Chef Tuxhorn remains in 4th. Bailey Goldsberry remains in 5th after a tough still trying to chase down the 19s. They come in the back 2 turns. Still here. Posgay, Tuxhorn, Standridge in top 3. Chef Tuxhorn, Bailey Goldsberry rounding out the field of 5. The white front comes out. 1 lap to go. Race 7X of Max Posgay. Dylan Tuxhorn and Robbie Standridge still going at it as they come into the back stretch. Tuxhorn still holding on to a small advantage in the back 2 turns. Number 1 flies for Max Posgay. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of heat number 1 of the 305 sprint cars, the 7X of Max Posgay. Dylan Tuxhorn finishes in 2nd. Robbie Standridge finishes in 3rd. Jeff Tuxhorn and Bailey Goldsberry round out the field of 5. Dirt car UMP Street Stocks, you need to be in staging now, please. Dirt car UMP Street Stocks, you need to be in staging now. Gearing up for heat number 2 of the 305 sprint cars tonight here at Jacksonville. 5 cars again on the sheet. Looking for all 5 to make the call as everyone was able to report for hot laps. The Duff boys are in heat number 1 and row number 1, both from Weldon, Illinois. The 84 of Tyler Duff is on the pole pill. Garrett Duff on the outside, he's in the 1 car. From Chapin, Illinois, is currently sitting in 3rd in the points in the 305 Sprint Car Series. 5 wins under his belt this season, including 4 of the last 5. Ladies and gentlemen, the 5W is Paul Nienheiser. Starting 4th on the outside of row number 2. He sits 2nd in the point series. This is his 9th start of the season. That's going to be the B8 of Ben Wagner. And rounding out the field of 5 is the 51 on the front stretch. That's Brent Burrows. Once again, Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, you need to be in staging, please. Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks, you need to be in staging now for heat action. The Duff boys currently in the front row here for heat number 2. Tyler Duff sits 5th in the point series. This is his 7th start of the season. Tyler just picked up a big win last weekend here in the 305 series. Garrett Duff currently sitting in 6th. Also his 7th start of the season. A tough break last weekend for Garrett Duff. He's had a couple of nice finishes early in the season. Finishing 2nd back in the 2nd race of the series earlier this spring. First time we've seen Brent Burrows since early August in the 51 car. And of course, Paul Nienheiser won 4 in a row. Out of his 5 wins, 4 of the last 5 have been claimed by Paul Nienheiser in the 5W. Nienheiser, of course, an exciting finish in the last MOA 410 sprint here. Last weekend at the Jacksonville Speedway as well. What a run he had over Parker Price Miller in the last waning laps in the MOA Series. Caution flag comes down. The Duff boys lead us around turns 3 and 4 as we get ready to go here in heat number 2. Clean start, but the 54 of Brent Burrows. Not sure what was wrong with the 51, but we did see trouble from him during the hot lap session earlier tonight. Tyler Duff leads the way, followed by Garrett Duff, Paul Nienheiser. Out the field in 4. Nienheiser trying to slide underneath Garrett. Won't get it done on this lap as the 1 car holds the advantage. Here comes the 5W again into the back 2 turns. Not going to make it this time. The 1 car trying to hold his own 5W as they come to the start. Garrett Duff still holding just a hair of a calf twister advantage over Nienheiser. Back to the race leader. That's the 84 of Tyler Duff. He's got about a 3-car lead. The 1 car too high in the cushion, but still able to hold the edge over Paul Nienheiser. Ben Wagner trying to. He's in the 8 car, trailing in the back of the pack. Tyler Duff, Garrett Duff, Paul Nienheiser, Ben Wagner. We're running order here at heat number 2 as they come back to our finish line. White flag to go for Tyler Duff. Garrett Duff remains in 2nd. Paul Nienheiser in 3rd. The 8 of Ben Wagner in 4th. The last 2 turns to go for the 84, and he'll see the checkered flag. Tyler Duff. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of heat number 2 in the 305 sprints, also your feature winner last weekend, the 84 of Tyler Duff. Garrett Duff finishes in second, Paul Nienheiser finishes in third, and the B8 of Ben Wagner rounds out the field of 4. Getting ready for the dirt car UMP Street Stocks. Let's introduce you to the field for heat number 1. On the pole till tonight, it's the 24 of Cale Foster on the inside. To his outside was the 99. That's Jason Meyer. Pete Stodgel starts third tonight. He's on the inside of row number 2 in the 82. To his outside from Jacksonville, Illinois, is the 67R of Rudy Zaragoza. Michael Larson starts fifth in the 48, and the T5 of Terry Reed rounds out the field of 6 as we go green here in heat number 1. The T5 of Terry Reed quickly making his way up to third. The 6-time winner of the Street Stock Series here in Jacksonville. The T5 quickly moving up into the top 3. Jason Meyer jumps up to an early lead, followed by Zaragoza. Reed in third. The 82 of Pete Stodgel in fourth. The 48 of Michael Larson in fifth. And Cale Foster rounds out the field in sixth. The battle for second and third right now is Rudy Zaragoza versus Terry Reed as they come into the backstretch. The 67R has a small advantage over the T5 out of Zaragoza as they come into the back 2 turns. You see a battle for fourth and fifth right now. That's Stodgel in the 82, Larson in the 48 as they come to the start-finish line almost nose to nose. Larson rounds out the field in sixth. He's in the bright yellow 24. Back to the race leader. That's Jason Meyer coming around the start-finish line. And the 99. Rudy Zaragoza trying to chase him down. Terry Reed trying to get back up into that top 2 conversation as well. The battle for fourth and fifth still continues. Stodgel in the Hornet Green 82 holds on in the backstretch. Michael Larson trying to chase him down on the outside in turns 3 and 4. Stodgel swings high. He's going to try and shut the doors. They bump just a little bit into the start-finish line. Stodgel continues to hold the lead on the last lap. Here comes Meyer. 1 lap to go for the 99 of the checkered flag. Zaragoza in second. Terry Reed in third as we come around. 1 lap to go here in heat number 1. Stodgel holds on, Larson and Meyer. But it will be a checkered flag for Jason Meyer in the 99. Trouble over in turn number 3 for the 82 of Pete Stodgel after the early racers had crossed the checkered flag. And he makes his way into the infield. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of heat number 1 in the dirt car UMP Street Stocks, the 99, that's Jason Meyer. Rudy Zaragoza finishes second. Terry Reed finishes third. Larson, Foster, and Pete Stodgel round out the field of 6. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. You need to report to staging now, please. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. You need to report to staging now for heat action. Let's introduce you to the field for heat number 2 tonight in the street stock class. On the pole is the 72C, that's Chet Peak. On the outside from Jacksonville, Illinois, starting second tonight is the 4M of David Mowry. The 17B, also out of Jacksonville, Illinois, is Braden Bilger. To the outside, starting fourth tonight, the 83K of Nolan Kaufman. Starting fifth tonight on the inside of row number 3 in the matte black 89 from Concord, Illinois, the smooth criminal Mike Jackson.
I thought he was bald. Wasn't he drinking when he was driving? Were you kidding me?
A late addition here to heat number 2. Gaines joins us in the 25G car. He'll start 6th on the outside of row number 3. As we now have 6 in heat number 2, and here we go. Let's give him one more lap around to get a little bit of heat under the engine and get the race field reset.
Side by side, let's go. Let's get side by side.
The 25G of Andy Gaines joining us late tonight. But better late than never as we get ready to go for heat number 2 of the dirt car UMP Street Stocks Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. You need to be in staging for the heat action. Pro Late Models, you need to be in staging for heats. Here we go. Heat number 2 is underway. David Mallory trying to jump out to an early lead. The 4M out of Jacksonville trying to get the early lead here. Trouble in turn number 3 as everybody gets piled up trying to find a clean line out of that mess of metal. Braden Bilger holds on, followed by the 83 of Nolan Kaufman. Mallory now gets moved up to the top of the cushion and he drops all the way to the back of the pack. Bilger moves up to the lead. Kaufman in second, Mike Jackson in third. Gaines and Peaks slugging it out for 4th and 5th, and now Mallory rounds out the field in 6th as we come back into the first 2 turns into the back stretch. Bilger, Kaufman, and here comes Jackson. The smooth criminal trying to steal a spot in the second as he tries to get around the 83K. The 89 will grab the second spot as we come around to the first 2 turns. Mike Jackson trying to chase down the 17B now as they come into the back stretch. Here comes the smooth criminal, trying to slide underneath the 17B, won't get it on that line. Nolan Kaufman reigns in third, Andy Gaines in fourth. Chet Peak in fifth, and David Mallory in sixth. Back to the race leader, that's the 17B of Braden Bilger. He's being chased down by the 89 of Mike Jackson as they come into the back 2 turns. The 17B holds on to a very slight advantage as Jackson's trying to prowl him down into the back stretch. A few car lengths off the distance is the 83K of Nolan Kaufman, who jumped up real early, but then trailed off, and now we've got trouble in turn number 3. That'll bring out our first caution of the evening for the 25G of Andy Gaines. He got into trouble in turn number 3. The 4M spun around to avoid contact. Gaines will move to the back of the pack. Mallory will move up 1 spot as he turned to avoid contact. So the running orders will go back to green will be Braden Bilger, Mike Jackson, Nolan Kaufman, Chet Peak, David Mallory, and Andy Gaines with just waning laps to go here in heat number 2. The last call for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. You need to be in staging for heat action. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models, you need to be in staging for heats. Caution lights come down as we go single file restart here in heat number 2. And here we go back to green. The battle for the lead is between Braden Bilger and Mike Jackson. The smooth criminal out of Concord trying to steal away a heat win as we got 1 lap to go. Braden Bilger and Mike Jackson in heat number 1. Nolan Kaufman here trying to chase him down. He sits in third. Bilger and Jackson come into the last 2 turns. Jackson goes low, Bilger stays high. They come around the last turn. It's going to be a checkered flag for Braden Bilger in heat number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of heat number 2 in the dirt car UMP Street Stocks, the 17B of Braden Bilger. Mike Jackson finishes up second, followed by Nolan Kaufman in third. Andy Gaines finishes in, Chet Peak, finishes in fourth, followed by Andy Gaines and David Maurer rounding out the field. Let's introduce you to the field for tonight's Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Heat action here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Several of these cars will come out later for the makeup feature from last weekend's Herb Barlow Memorial. On the pole from Ashland, Illinois, the current point season leader for the Pro Late Models is the 11E of Brandon Eskew. On the outside from Jacksonville, Illinois is the 75C, that's Chuck Mitchell. Jose Parga starts third tonight. He's piloting the 6P machine on the inside of row number 2. From Minden, Illinois, Denny Woodworth, who has a feature win this season at Jacksonville, starts fourth in the 45W. The 25 is the red and black 25 of Tucker Finch, starting fifth. And from Carlinville, Illinois, the 32M of Cody McGuire starts sixth. The 45W will appear to miss the call. That's Melvin Linder. We'll see him back in the feature. So the 25, the black and yellow 25, is Dakota Ewing starting seventh. And the 67Rs, Rudy Zaragoza rounding out the field of 8. Just a little bit of heat under the engines for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds, you need to be in staging now, please. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds, you need to be in staging now for heat action. Well, once again, your running order for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Heat. Brandon Eskew and Chuck Mitchell in row number 1. Jose Parga and Denny Woodworth in row number 2. Tucker Finch is in the red and black 25, along with Cody McGuire in row number 3. Dakota Ewing is in the black and yellow 25, along with Rudy Zaragoza in row number 4. Brandon Eskew, the current points series leader for the Pro Late Models. Tucker Finch sitting in third. Cody McGuire in fifth. Denny Woodworth just outside. He sits in sixth with just 3 starts under his belt, but he has a win and a second place finish here this season. The winner of the last feature event for the Pro Late Models as we get ready to go, and here we go, Green. Chuck Mitchell got high in turn number 4, and Brandon Eskew's going to hold the early lead. Chuck Mitchell trying to go underneath now. Look at him go to front 2. What a battle so far early here in the Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Heat between Brandon Eskew and Chuck Mitchell. Denny Woodworth trying to get inside of the action as well in the 45W. Jose Parga in fourth in the 6P. Dakota Ewing, Cody McGuire, Tucker Finch, and Rudy Zaragoza rounding out the back half of the pack. But let's go back to the race leaders as Chuck Mitchell has got the lead, but now he gets spun around. Trouble for everybody. Here's the beat, and we're going to bring out a yellow caution light. Goodness gracious. Mitchell was trying to grab the leader in turn number 4, got spun around on the backside. And everyone had to slow down in the back half of the pack to try and avoid the 75C as we go to yellow. Race traffic telling us that the 75C is the one that will be moved to the back of the pack. Brandon Eskew will remain in the top spot, followed by Denny Woodworth, Jose Parga, Cody McGuire, Dakota Ewing, Tucker Finch, Rudy Zaragoza, and here comes the 75C spinning around to rejoin the field.
25 Dakota go up one ahead of the 32. 25 Dakota up one ahead of the 32. 32 make the hole. 32 make the hole.
With 25, Dakota Ewing being moved up to the 4th spot. Cody McGuire drops back 1 to 5th. Caution lights come down as we look to get back to action here in the Kindle Oil Pro Late Models. Once again, Dirt Car UMP Modifieds, last call for heat action. Dirt Car UMP Modifieds, last call to report to staging for heats. SQ leads the field back around and we go green again here in the Pro Late Models. Trouble for Eskew. He got bumped, went high into the cushion. Tucker Finch got bumped into him, and Rudy Zaragoza got messed up in the fray as well. And we'll go back to yellow here once again. Trouble for the 11Es. You saw the 11E of Brandon Eskew. Looks like something broke on that car as he stopped around in turn number 1. Tucker Finch and Rudy Zaragoza looked to avoid the contact as best they could. Now moving up to the front is Denny Woodworth in the 45W out of Mendon, Illinois, winner of the last feature here at the Jacksonville Speedway for the Pro Late Model class. Jose Parga will move up to 2nd, Dakota Ewing in 3rd, Cody McGuire in 4th, Tucker Finch, Chuck Mitchell, and Rudy Zaragoza will round out the field as we look to get restarted once again here for the Kindle Oil Pro Late Models. Modifieds and Hornet heats coming up, and then we'll rerun the features for the Pro Late Models and the Modifieds that were postponed from the Herb Barlow Memorial last weekend. Denny Woodworth leads the field around turn number 4, and we attempt to go green one more time. Clean restart for the field as we come back around. Now we get a lap complete, and Denny Woodworth holds on to the lead. Jose Parga in 2nd. Trouble for Dakota Ewing, and now Rudy McGuire trying to make a move to grab that 3rd spot as they come into the back stretch. Nose to nose coming around turns 3 and 4 as they go way high up on the cushion. Parga, McGuire, and now Ewing having a little bit of trouble and getting loose on the front straightaway. McGuire moves up to the 3rd spot. Ewing drops back to 4th. Tucker Finch remains in 5th, followed by Chuck Mitchell. Rudy Zaragoza rounding out the field of 7. Back to the race leader, that's Mendon's Denny Woodworth. He comes to the start-finish line in the 45W. Jose Parga and Cody McGuire have quite a distance to go to catch up with the race leader. Dakota Ewing not too far behind, followed by Tucker Finch and Chuck Mitchell. One flag to go for Denny Woodworth. White flag comes out here in the Kindle Oil Pro Late Model heat. Jose Parga, Cody McGuire, your top 3. Woodworth comes around to the back 2 turns. It's going to be a checkered flag for Denny Woodworth in the 45W. Jose Parga finishes 2nd, followed by Cody McGuire, Dakota Ewing, Tucker Finch, Chuck Mitchell, and Rudy Zaragoza. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Kindle Oil Pro Late Model Heat from Mendon, Illinois, the 45W of Denny Woodworth.
You need to re-download the modified run because he says he's got new.
getting ready for the dirt car UMP Modifieds. Let's introduce you to the field for heat number 1. From Liberty, Illinois, Dave Weedover sits on the pole. He's in the 05, paired alongside Jacksonville's Ryan Blakeman on the outside in the 22. The 32 is Donovan Lodge. He'll start third tonight, paired alongside the 78, the blue and white 78 of Jeff Ray. Cody Stillwell starts fifth tonight in the double OS alongside the 9C. That is Russ Coltis. The 0 car is driven by Tim Hancock. He'll start seventh on the inside of row number 4 alongside Jacksonville's Jimmy Miller, starting 8th in the 2 car. Rounding out the field of 9 is the 8 car. That's Tyler Roberts on the inside of row number 5. Dave Weedholder, Ryan Blakeman in row number 1. Donovan Lodge, Jeff Ray in row number 2. Cody Stillwell, Russ Coltis in row number 3. Tim Hancock and Jimmy Miller in row number 4. Tyler Roberts in row number 5. Hornets cars, you can begin reporting to staging, please. Hornets cars, you need to begin reporting to staging. Weedholder and Blakeman lead us to green, and here we go in heat number 1. Ryan Blakeman grabs the lead in lap number 1, followed by Dave Weedholder. Jeff Ray in the 32 of Donovan Lodge sitting in 3rd and 4th. Russ Coltis moves up to the 5th spot. Here comes the 0 of Tim Hancock. He gets in 6th, followed by Cody Stillwell, Jimmy Miller, and the 8 car of Tyler Roberts rounding out the 9 car field here in heat number 1. Back to the race leader, that's Ryan Blakeman sprinting across the black stretch. Then the white, black, and green 22 into turn number 4. Dave Weedholder right on his tail. Weedholder's in 2nd. A whole pile from 3rd, and now Weedholder moves to the inside. Weedholder moves to the inside in the 05. Trouble for the man out of Liberty, Illinois. We saw just a little bit of mosquito repellent spill out of the backside of that car. He's going to try and rejoin the race field. He'll be all the way to the back of the pack now as the 05. Let's rejoin the race leader. That is Ryan Blakeman now moving around to the 22, catching up on lap traffic very quickly in the 8 car of Tyler Roberts. Green flag still underway here in heat number 1. Ryan Blakeman, the race leader. The 32 of Donovan Lodge sits in 2nd. The 78 of Jeff Ray in 3rd. And the 9C of Russ Coltis in 5th. Tim Hancock has moved all the way up into the 5th spot. Cody Stillwell. Jimmy Miller slugging it out in the back positions. White flag out. 1 lap to go for Ryan Blakeman. Here he comes around the back stretch. Checkered flag will fly for Ryan Blakeman in heat number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of heat number 1 in the dirt car UMP Modifieds, the 22 of Ryan Blakeman. Donovan Lodge finishes in 2nd. Jeff Ray finishes in 3rd. Rounding out the field is Russ Coltis, Tim Hancock, Cody Stillwell, Jimmy Miller, Dave Weedholder, and Tyler Roberts. Hornets cars, you need to report to staging now, please. Hornets cars, you need to report to staging now. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models, your rerun feature from the Herb Barlow Memorial will come after the Hornets Heat. So the Herb Barlow feature for the Pro Late Models will come after the Hornets Heat tonight, before we enter intermission. Let's introduce you to the field here in heat number 2. On the pole is the 25W, that's Alan Weiser. Paired on the outside, starting 2nd, the 37 of Derek Carlson. The current point series leader for the modified class this season at Jacksonville is the T6 of Tommy Shepard. He starts 3rd on the inside of row number 2. He's paired alongside Mr. Smooth, Steve Tybett, who starts 4th driving the 36 machine. From Springfield, Illinois, Austin Lynn starts 5th. He's in the 72A. On the outside of row number 3 is the 40V of Frankie Wellman starting 6th. Row number 4 looks like this. The bright black 27 is Craig Roden starting 7th, and the 43T of Josh Thomas starts 8th. Rounding out the field is a late addition to the field. That's the 9 car of Brian Devers in the back of the pack. we go green in heat number 2. We apologize. The 44 is Brian Devers. We see that as 9 on the scoring sheet, but he has scored as 44 in the back of the pack tonight. As the 25W of Alan Weiser takes the lap 1 lead, here comes Tommy Shepard quickly moving up to second. Austin Lynn and Derek Carlson nose to nose for third and fourth. Steve Tybett currently sitting in fifth. The 40V, the electric 40V of Frankie Wellman's in sixth, followed by the 22 of Greg Root, the 43 of Josh Thomas, and the 44 of Brian Devers. Back to the race leader, that's Alan Weiser coming around the back 2 turns. Tommy Shepard just about 6 car lengths behind, trying to catch up with that race leader of the 25W. Austin Lynn, Derek Carlson, Steve Tyber remain your top 5. A 9-car field now here in heat number 2, all 9 still moving strong. Greg Roden trying to get around Frankie Wellman and Steve Tyber in the back. A nice run right now for the 27, trying to get into the top half of this race field. He's got to get around Steve Tyber and Frankie Wellman, though. They're side by side coming into the back stretch and into the back 2 turns. Let's check this out now. Derek Carlson trying to chase down the 72A of Austin Lynn. But now we've got a yellow flag out. That's going to be for the 40V of Frankie Wellman. Caution flag came out for Frankie Wellman in the electric 40V with the bright lightning on the side. As we're looking at this field reset in heat number 2. Alan Weiser, Tommy Shepard, Austin Lynn, Derek Carlson, Steve Tybett, Craig Roden, Josh Thomas, Brian Devers, and the 40V of Frankie Wellman rounding out the field. A nice battle was taking place between the 72A and the 37 for third and fourth before we went to the caution. Craig Roden was trying to get around and get himself into that top 5 battle as well as we go back to green. Trouble for Carlson's car. He slips back a couple of places, and now the 40V gets into the backside as we'll bring out another caution here in the heat number 2. Trouble for the 37 car of Derek Carlson. He slowed down. Cars tried to get around the 37. The 40V was not able to make the clearance in time. He gets spun around in the back stretch. Tough break for the 37 of Derek Carlson as he makes his way back to the pit. And now the 9-car field dwindles down to 8. Alan Weiser, Tommy Shepard, the front 2, is trying to lead us back around the green. A clean restart for the field. Alan Weiser jumps back out to the lead. Here comes Tommy Shepard trying to chase him down in the yellow T6. Austin Lynn in third. Steve Tybett in fourth. Craig Roden in fifth. White flag comes out in heat number 2. 1 lap to go for Alan Weiser. You'll see Weiser again in the rerun feature here in just a little bit. Weiser comes around turns 3 and 4. It's a checkered flag. Oh wait, we got a caution. A caution before we get to the end for the 43V of Josh Thomas. We were just about ready to drop the checkered flag, and then we saw the spin around to the 43V. That was Josh Thomas, the 43T, excuse me, is how he scored on the sheet. The 43T of Josh Thomas as push crews make their way out to the turn 1-2 complex. Once again, Pudla Painter and the crew working on the 43T of Josh Thomas just to the end of turn number 1. Here in heat number 2, the dirt car UMP Modifieds tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. An extra dose of pro late models and modifieds here tonight, as we'll have the makeup features from the Herb Barley Memorial coming your way following the Hornets heats tonight. Those 2 makeup features will take place before intermission. Then we'll come back after intermission with all 5 of our regularly scheduled classes in their feature events here this evening. Thomas gets pulled into the infield. We'll get the field reset. Alan Weiser, Tommy Shepard, Austin Lynn, Steve Tybett, Frankie Wellman, Craig Roden, Brian Devers. The running order as we come into the back 2 turns. Caution lights are down. And here we go. 1 lap to go here in heat number 2. Weiser comes around turn 4. It's going to be a checker flag for Alan Weiser in the 25W. Steve Tybett edges out Frankie Wellman to hold on to the 4th spot. As we wrap up heat number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the dirt car UMP Modified heat number 2, the 25W of Alan Weiser. Tommy Shepard finishes in 2nd, Austin Lynn in 3rd, Steve Tybett, Frankie Wellman, Craig Roden, Brian Devers, Josh Thomas, Derek Carlson, your remaining running order in heat number 2. Getting ready for Hornets action here is the Built Ford Tough Morrow Brothers Ford water truck. Makes a couple of quick laps around here at the Speedway. $13 cars in the Hornets class registered here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. 1 heat of 7, 1 heat of 6 coming up here tonight for you. Following Hornets heats, Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Makeup Features. You will be next. Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Makeup Feature cars. You need to begin reporting to staging, please. That will be followed by the Modified Makeup Feature. Then we will go to the intermission break. Once again, we remind you tomorrow night, Demolition Derby action here on Double Trouble Weekend at the Jacksonville Speedway, the Mike Brown Promotions Fall Demolition Derby. Always a big event here at the Jacksonville Speedway. If you have not been to a Demolition Derby, we invite you to come check out one of the best in the Midwest right here at the Jacksonville Speedway. That starts tomorrow night at 6 o'clock sharp here at the Speedway. Nearly 50 cars pre-registered for the show tomorrow night. It expects to be a big turnout. Well, let's introduce you to the heat field for heat number 1. On the pole from Jacksonville, Illinois is the 21D of Josh Dove. A winner, 2-time winner, is Matt Mackey in the 01. He starts 2nd. Bill Basso starts 3rd, along with Jeffrey DeLonge in 4th in the 32D. Starting 5th is the 66D. That's Carson Dart, alongside the 3 car of Jaden DeLonge. He'll start 6th. Rounding out the field of 7 is the 01. The black and orange 01, that is David Prim. Your running order again, Josh Dove and Matt Mackey in heat number 1. Bill Basso, Jeffrey DeLonge in road number 2. Carson Dart and Jaden DeLonge in road number 3. David Prim in road number 4. Matt Mackey has won 4 events so far this season to the Jacksonville Speedway in the Hornets class, your current points series leader. Bill Basso sitting in 2nd, Josh Dove in 3rd. As we get ready to go green here in heat number 1. A different whip car for the 01 of Matt Mackey tonight out of Delavan, Illinois. Usually that's an all-silver vehicle with a very sharp paint job. It looks like a new car tonight for the 01 out of Delavan as he takes the lap 1 lead. The 32D is Jeffrey DeLonge. He moves up to second. Shaden DeLonge jumps up to third ahead of Josh Dubb. The 66D of Carson Dart moves all the way up to fifth. Trouble for the 21D of Josh Dubb as he looks to fall to the back of the pack. The 01 of David Prim moves up to sixth. Bill Basso in the back of the pack in the 44. Back to the race leader, that's Matt Mackey in the 01 as he comes around the back 2 turns, followed by the 32D of Jeffrey DeLonge in second. The other DeLonge is Jaden. He's in the 3 car and he currently sits in third. Carson Dart, David Prim in fourth and fifth. Bill Basso and Josh Dubb rounding out the field here in heat number 1. Let's get back to the race for the lead. That's Matt Mackey and Jeffrey DeLonge as they come into the front start-finish line. DeLonge trying to go underneath the 01. Matt Mackey says not quite yet. He's going to hold the lead going into the backstretch. Jaden DeLonge still in third. Carson Dart trying to chase him down in the backstretch as well, trying to pick up a top 3 finish. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. White flag for Matt Mackey. Josh Dubb came to the infield, trouble all through the heat for the 21D of Josh Dubb. Here we go to the back 2 turns. It's a checkered flag for Matt Mackey in the 01. Jeffrey DeLonge finishes second. Jaden DeLonge finishes third. Carson Dart finishes fourth. David Prim and Bill Basso round out the field. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in heat number 1 of the Hornet class tonight from Delavan, Illinois, the 01 of Matt Mackey. Jeffrey DeLonge finishes second. Jaden DeLonge finishes third. Carson Dart fourth. David Prim fifth. Bill Basso sixth. Once again, Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Makeup Feature Cars. You need to be in staging now, please. Makeup feature for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. You need to be in staging now, please. Well, let's introduce you to the field for heat number 2 tonight, the Hornet class here at Jacksonville. Drawing the pole hill tonight is the 8P, that's Isaiah Pinton. Mark Burgess starts second. He's on the outside in the MJ3. The WHO2 is Eldon Hemken. He'll start third on the inside of row number 2. Michael McKay starts fourth. He's on the outside in the 26A. In row number 3, Landon Nyson drives the 5 machine. He'll start fifth, paired alongside Jim Dudlinger, starting sixth in the 28. We are green here in heat number 2 and trouble into turn number 2 as we'll bring out a caution flag here in the Hornets class. Trouble for the 8P of Isaiah Pinton, along with the MJ3 of Mark Burgess as we draw a caution here in heat number 2. Once again, Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Makeup Features. Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Makeup Feature Cars. You need to be in staging now, please. Makeup feature drivers for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Model Series. You need to be in staging. Getting the race field reset here in heat number 2. The WHO2 of Eldon Hemken draws on the inside lead. The 26A of Michael McKay will be in second in the restart. The 5 car of Landon Nyson will restart in third. Along with the 28 on the outside, that'll be Jim Dutlinger. Isaiah Pinton, Mark Burgess. On the inside, the MJ3 of Mark Burgess, he'll be in the back of the pack. As some of our numbers on the race sheet do not match up to the cars we see on the track. We go back to green here in heat number 2. Jim Dudlinger jumps out to the lead, the black and orange 28A. The WHO 2 of Burgess now in second, the 28 of Dudlinger in third. The 8P of Isaiah Pinton in fourth, the 5 car of Landon Dyson in fifth. And now we've got trouble up in turn number 4. More trouble in turn number 4, but we stay green. Pinton's going to go off the track in the 8P. The 8P will exit. And we stay green here in heat number 2. Not exactly sure what happened to Pinton. He looked to get caught up on the wall. Don't know if that car stalled out into the back 2 turns, but he'll make his way off the track. And now trouble looking to be as well for the NJ3. Back to the race lead. That's Jim Dudlinger in the 26, Matt McKay, excuse me. Michael McKay in the 26A, excuse me. We had the wrong number. The 6 looked like an 8 the whole time. The WHO 2 of Eldon Hemken in second. Dudlinger's in third in the 26, the 28. And now we've got 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for Michael McKay. Out on his tails, the WHO 2 of Eldon Hemken and the 28 of Jim Dudlinger as they go around lap traffic. Here comes Hemken. Hemken trying to go underneath, but McKay shuts the door on him in the last turn. It's going to be a checkered flag for Michael McKay in the 26A. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of heat number 2 in tonight's Hornets class, the 26A of Michael McKay. Eldon Hemken finishes second. Jim Dudlinger finishes third.
Brandon, yeah.
'Ladies and gentlemen, this is your field for the makeup feature from the Herb Barlow Memorial. For the Kendall Oil Pro Late Models, Modifieds, you can begin reporting to staging, please. Modifieds, you begin reporting to staging now. On the pole from Carlinville, Illinois, is going to be the 32M. That's Cody McGuire. On the outside, you just saw him win a heat from Mendon, Illinois. The 45W of Denny Woodworth will start second. From Ashland, Illinois, the 11E of Brandon Eskew is scheduled to start third. To his right, from Jacksonville, the 67R of Rudy Zaragoza will start fourth. Looking to see how many cars will make the field. 9 were originally on the schedule to potentially start this 9-car field that we have. We do not see some of the cars here tonight. Tucker Finch is on the outside of row number 2 in the 25, and Chuck Mitchell in the back right now in the 75C. $15 laps, the scheduled distance here for the remake schedule for the Herb Barlow Memorial for the Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. Once again, Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. Makeup features, you need to begin reporting to staging, and we go green. A 5-car field here for the Herb Barlow Memorial feature. Denny Woodworth jumping out to the quick lead. Mitchell and Eskew now having a little bit of trouble back in the back of the pack. They're in 4th and 5th. Here comes Woodworth. Woodworth with the lead. Cody McGuire and Tucker Finch for a nice battle for 2nd and 3rd. Brandon Eskew, Chuck Mitchell in the back of the pack. Finch trying to make a run on the 32. Not going to find a clean line to get around him as they come into the front start finish line. Denny Woodworth holding on to the lead. Cody McGuire, Tucker Finch, Brandon Eskew, and Chuck Mitchell rounding out the 5-car field. Denny Woodward starting to open up a nice lead. Cody McGuire holding off Tucker Finch and Brandon Eskew. Car distance is back a good dozen car lengths behind is the distance from Denny Woodward to the rest of the pack here in the Herb Barlow Memorial Makeup Feature. Cody McGuire, Brandon Eskew now moves up to third. Finch has a little bit of trouble, gets all the way up into the wall in turn number 2, and Chuck Mitchell grabs spot number 4 from Finch. Mitchell moves from 5th to 4th. To the race leader, that's Denny Woodward in the 45W, a feature winner last time we ran in the pro late model class. That was a couple of weeks ago on Labor Day weekend. The 45W picked up a feature win again, and he currently sits in the top 6 in points here for 2019 with just 3 starts under his belt. Brandon Eskew trying to get around the 32M out of Carlinville, Illinois. They're slugging it out for second and third, coming into the back 2 turns. Mitchell trying to get around Tucker Finch in the battle for 4th and 5th. Now Finch trying to slide back under him. Nose to nose is the battle for 4th and 5th. Nice racing right now between Tucker Finch and Chuck Mitchell in the back of the pack. Denny Woodworth holding on to the lead. Cody McGuire trying to hold off the 2019 Point Series leader in Brandon Eskew. Denny Woodworth in the lead. Mitchell trying to get around Finch now as they come into the back 2 turns. Great racing right now, and we've got trouble in the turn number 4. Trouble in turn number 4 as caution flag comes out here in the makeup feature. We'll get the race field reset. Denny Woodworth, Cody McGuire. Denny Woodworth, Cody McGuire, Brandon Eskew, Tucker Finch, Chuck Mitchell. As we're coming back to green. It was a caution what Brandon Eskew or Cody McGuire needed to hopefully catch up with that fast-moving 45W. Let's see as we go back to green. More trouble over the back as we get a little more bump and grind for bumper to bumper here between 2, 3, and 4 cars. Cody McGuire, Brandon Eskew, and Tucker Finch. Chuck Mitchell rounding out the field in 5th. Denny McGuire remains in the lead. White flag to go. 1 lap to go for Denny Woodworth. McGuire in second, Eskew in third, Tucker Finch in fourth, Chuck Mitchell in fifth, as we come into the back 2 turns for the race leader of the 45W. It's a checker flag win for Denny Woodworth. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the winner of the Herb Barlow Memorial Feature for the Kinder Oil Pro Late Models from Mendon, Illinois, the 45W of Denny Woodworth. Cody McGuire finishes second, Brandon Eskew finishes third, Tucker Finch and Chuck Mitchell round out the field. Getting the 25 of Tucker Finch spun around over in turn number 4. He'll make his way off the track. We're going to get ready for the makeup feature for the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds from the Herb Barlow Memorial. As we'll get ready to go. 13 cars on the sheet tonight for the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds for the makeup feature. We'll see how many were able to make the call. Looking down at the lineup, it looks to be nearly everyone that has already ran earlier this evening. This will be a 20. This will be a 20-lap feature. Following this, we will go to intermission, and then we'll get ready to go. We'll get ready to go for our regularly scheduled features following the intermission. Let's introduce you to the field for the Herb Barlow Memorial feature. On the pole from Peoria, Illinois, the 25W, a heat winner already this evening. That's Alan Weiser on the pole. On the outside from Andover, Illinois, the 32 of Donovan Lodge will start second. From Springfield, Illinois, Austin Lynn will start third tonight. He's on the inside in the 72A, paired alongside Craig Roden, starting fourth in the 27. From Jacksonville, Illinois, the other heat winner earlier this evening, Ryan Blakeman, starts fifth tonight in the 22. From Godfrey, Illinois, Cody Stillwell starts sixth on the outside of row number 3 in the 00S. Row number 4 looks like this. Russ Coltis on the inside. He pilots the 9C machine, paired alongside the 43T of Josh Thomas. Jeff Yates starts ninth tonight out of Troy, Missouri. He's driving the 70 car alongside Ashland's Derek Carlson. He starts 10th in the 37. From Mount Olive, Illinois, that's the 0 car of Tim Hancock. He starts 11th on the inside of row number 6, paired alongside Mr. Smooth, Steve Tybett, starting 12th tonight on the outside of row number 6. Rounding out the field in 13th is going to be the 2 car of Jimmy Miller out of Jacksonville, Illinois. Once again, your running order for the Herb Barlow Memorial feature here tonight at Jacksonville. Alan Weiser, Donovan Lodge in row number 1. Austin Lynn, Craig Roden in row number 2. Ryan Blakeman, Cody Stillwell in row number 3. Russ Coltis, Josh Thomas in row number 4. Jeff Yates, Derek Carlson in row number 5. Tim Hancock and Steve Tybett in row number 6. Jimmy Miller rounds out the 13-car field in row number 7, scheduled for 20 laps here in the High Bank quarter mile of the Jacksonville Speedway. You'll see all of these cars again later in the regularly scheduled Dirt Car UMP Modified feature later on this evening.
Outside of 37.
36 behind 37.
36 behind 37.
Race command and scoring, getting all the drivers in position as we get ready to rock and roll. The first of 2 modified features that you'll see tonight here at Jacksonville. 20 laps the distance, 12 cars on the track. We'll figure out which one was unable to make the call as we go green. Alan Weiser jumps out to the early lead. Donovan Lodge trying to spin low underneath to grab the lead in lap number 1. Nose to nose as they come to the start-finish line. Weiser holds the lead for lap number 1.
Donovan Lodge, Austin Lynn, Craig Roden, Ryan Blakeman, your top 5. 3 wide in the back stretch. That's Cody Stillwell, Tim Hancock, and Russ Coltis trying to slug it out for the middle of the pack positions. Weiser holds on to the lead. Lodge and Austin Lynn going at it for second and third. Blakeman trying to get around Craig Roden to grab that 4th spot, and he does on the back stretch. Ryan Blakeman, a heat winner from earlier this evening, trying to jump up into that top 3 conversation, now in the 22. Coming around turns 1 and 2. Back to the race leader, that's Peoria's Alan Weiser. He comes to the start-finish line, the 25W. He's got a good 6-car advantage now over Donovan Lodge in the 32. Austin Lynn trying to grab that 2nd spot. He slows down after a little bit off of turn number 2. And now Ryan Blakeman hot on his tail, trying to grab that 3rd spot. Craig Roden in 5th. Cody Stillwell in 6th. Tim Hancock in 7th. Russ Coltis, Josh Thomas, and Derek Carlson rounding out the field, followed by Steve Tybett, and Jimmy Miller. Back to the race for the lead. That's Alan Weiser with a commanding advantage over 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 2nd being held by Donovan Lodge. Ryan Blakeman's moved up to 3rd. He's trying to catch up for 2nd. Austin Lynn's got some work to do to get back up into that top 3 top. Craig Roden, Cody Stillwell, Tim Hancock following them alongside in suit. Race field running about as straight of an arrow as you can see right now in the dirt car UMP modifies. This is the Herb Barlow Makeup Memorial, postponed from last weekend. Looking for your race leader, that's Alan Weiser. He's starting to make his way up on lap traffic. The first one in his sights is going to be the 2 car of Jimmy Miller as the race leader comes to the start-finish line. Donovan Lodge, Ryan Blakeman in 2nd and 3rd. Way behind them is Austin Lynn, Craig Roden, and now Tim Hancock has moved up to 6th. Austin Stillwell in 7th. Derek Carlson, Russ Coltis, Josh Thomas, Steve Tybett, and Jimmy Miller rounding out the race field. Alan Weiser moving into more of lap traffic. Steve Tybett and Josh Thomas, the next 2 in his crosshairs as he comes around lap turn number 4. Donovan Lodge and Ryan Blakeman in 2nd and 3rd. Blakeman trying to close the distance, little by little, trying to narrow the gap on the 32 of Donovan Lodge. Austin Lynn in 4th. Tim Hancock moves up to 5th now. Craig Roden and Cody Stillwell battling it out for 6th and 7th. Derek Carlson in 8th. Russ Coltis in 9th. As now Weiser trying to get around those back of the pack drivers, trying to extend his lead here in the Herb Barlow Memorial feature. You can see the 32 of Donovan Lodge making his way into lap traffic now as well. We got some battles going on in the back of the pack though. Craig Roden, Cody Stillwell, and Derek Carlson sprinting in front of you at the start-finish line, along with Tim Hancock and Austin Lynn. They're battling it out for 3rd and 4th right now. Here comes Hancock. Hancock started all the way back near the back of the pack in the 11th spot. He's now moved his way up into the top 4. Your top 4 as it sits right now, Alan Weiser, who's all the way in lap traffic. That's going to be the 32 of Donovan Lodge, the 22 of Ryan Blakeman, and now the 72A of Austin Lynn, and the 0 car of Tim Hancock battling it out for 4th and 5th. Hancock able to hold that edge. Here they come on the back straightaway. Austin Lynn slugging it back out. Lynn moves back up in the 4th on the back 2 turns. Let's rejoin the race leader. That's Alan Weiser coming in front of you on the start-finish line. He's in the middle of a whole mess of lap traffic right now. That includes Russ Coltis, Cody Stillwell, and Derek Carlson. Donovan Lodge in 2nd. Ryan Blakeman in 3rd. Austin Lynn in 4th. Tim Hancock in 5th as we got 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go for the 25W of Alan Weiser to win the Herb Barlow Memorial. And the checker flag flies for Alan Weiser in the 25W. Donovan Lodge finishes 2nd. The 22 of Ryan Blakeman, your top 3. And a wire-to-wire green flag run here for the modifieds. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Herb Barlow Memorial winner in the modified class, the 25W of Alan Weiser. A quick plaque presentation for Alan Weiser, and we'll let him get off the track. We're going to do the redraw, the invert draw for the modifieds here in just a second, folks. So hold on to your hats for that. We'll get a young child out of the crowd to help us out. A wire-to-wire win tonight for the 25W out of Peoria, Illinois, grabbing the Herb Barlow Memorial win here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Race fans, we have reached intermission tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway on a cool, comfortable night here at the High Bank Quarter Mile. We invite you to make your way down to the cafeteria, grab something hot to eat, something cold to drink, as we've got 5 more features to go tonight. And in just a minute, we're going to have our invert draw. As soon as Kenny's able to bring things out, we remind you tomorrow night we'll be here for a demolition derby. We're racing tonight, wrecking tomorrow on Double Trouble weekend here at the Jacksonville Speedway. We expect a large amount of cars here tomorrow night to compete on this track. It'll be a whole lot of fun. If you've never been to a demolition derby, we invite you out. The Mike Brown Promotions Summer Points Series nearing its end. And of course, the Jacksonville Smash Bash, as we call it, is always a big event as part of the Summer Points Series. That'll start at 6 o'clock tomorrow night with 3 classes of demolition derby action for you tomorrow night here at the Jacksonville Speedway. We will be back here very, very quickly for Friday night action once again, and then the World of Outlaws will return on Wednesday, September 25th, and we'll tell you just more about that.
For the modified
So, of course, we're going to do the invert draw for the modifieds. It's 0, 2, or 3 rows. And we've got our man Henry, right? Henry's going to draw for us. Henry, pick a plate, man. It's an important job here. Let's see what the invert draw is going to be for the modifieds. He picks the second plate. 2 rows is what it's going to be. Good draw, Henry. Good job, Henry. Let's hear it for Henry, everybody. Our invert draw tonight. Way to go, my man. So the invert for the modifieds will be 2 rows. 2 rows, gang, will be the invert for the modifieds. But once again, we remind you, we will be here Wednesday, September 25th. That is the rescheduled event for the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars. No support classes that night. A 7 o'clock start. You will see a full World of Outlaws show. Get here early, and of course, if you were here the last time we tried to get the event in, bring your wristband. That's the most important part. I keep getting closer to you thinking if I get close enough, you'll talk. But of course, you can visit JacksonvilleSpeedway.com for our remaining schedule. We remind you the 4th and 5th of October is going to be a huge weekend here. Power Eye, MOA, all in action here on the 4th and 5th of October. It is going to be a heck of a weekend, folks. We invite you to come along as we're near the end of our 2019 point series on what has been a pretty comfortable season so far here weather-wise. Not a lot to complain about, as it has been a beautiful night as we see the end of that MOA season coming to a close. But we're at intermission, folks. 305 Sprint Cars. You'll need to begin reporting to feature action sooner than later. 305 Sprints. We'll call you in a few minutes. Get something to eat, get something to drink, folks. We will be back in just a few minutes here with feature action at the Jacksonville Speedway.
and cruise. Yeah, when I first saw that bikini top on her, she's popping right out of the South Georgia water. Thought, oh good Lord, she had them long tan legs, couldn't help myself, so I walked up and said, baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle of every little farm town with you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit. But look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. So baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. Yeah, she was sitting on Southern and singing Marshall Tucker. We were falling in love in the sweetheart of summer. She hopped right up into the cab of my truck and said, fire it up, let's go get this thing started. Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle of every little farm town with you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit. But look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. So baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. 'Cause something to his knees. I looked at her and she looked at me, and I turned on those KC lights and drove all night, 'cause it felt so right. Her and I, man, we feel so right. I put it in park and grabbed my guitar and strummed a couple chords and sang from the heart. Girl, you sure got the beat in my chest bumping. Hell, I can't get you out of my head. Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle of every little farm town with you. Well, baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle of every little farm town with you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit. Look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. Come on, baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. Come on, girl. Get those
305 Sprint Cars. You need to report to staging, please. 305 Sprint Cars. It's time to report to staging for feature action.
It's perfect outside, it's like God let me dial up the weather. Got the whole crew here, I ain't seen some of them in forever. It's one of those never forget it, better stop and take it in kind of scenes. Everything's just right, except for one thing. You should be here, standing with your arm around me here, cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers. Hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments that's got your name written all over it, and you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss it. You should be
305 sprint cars, you need to begin reporting to staging for feature action. Once again, feature action rundown tonight will be 305 sprint cars, dirt car, UMP street stocks, Kindle Oil Pro late models, dirt car UMP modifieds, and dirt car UMP Hornets on our 5-class program here tonight on Double Trouble weekend here at the Jacksonville Speedway. A whole bunch of trouble coming tomorrow night with the Mike Brown Promotions Demolition Derby. We hope to see you all here for what is going to be a big, fun show tomorrow night. That is a 6 p.m. start time. $12 gets you in the door if you're an adult. Discounted admissions. For the younger kids and 5 and under are free tomorrow night. 3 classes of Demolition Derby for the Mike Brown Promotions Summer Points Series that started all the way back in early May in Briggsville, Illinois. They went around to several county fairs, including Morgan County Fair, the Sangamon County Fair, and more in the area. They come back for 2 non-fair shows, that is, here at Jacksonville, and then the October 5th show is the Points Championship at the Western Illinois Fairgrounds in Briggsville. And if you want to learn more about that, visit MikeBrownPromotions.com. We'll be back here once again next Friday night as we continue the fall portion here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Just about done with the 2019 season. And of course, once again, we remind you that World of Outlaws coming on September 25th. And of course, the big end of the season weekend, that's October 4th and 5th. Lowest sprint cars, power line, midgets, and more here on what is going to be a loaded weekend at the Jacksonville Speedway. You won't want to miss a second of it. Grab your friends, get here early, grab a Speedway burger, and get settled in for what is going to be an exciting, fun weekend. And that's October 4th and 5th. Cars making their way out for the 305 sprint car feature tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Let's introduce you to the starting grid. On the pole tonight from New Berlin, Illinois, ladies and gentlemen, the 7X is Max Poske. From Weldon, Illinois, starting on the outside of road number 1 is the 84, that is Tyler Duff. The current 2019 Points Series leader from Springfield, Illinois is the X-Car of Robbie Standridge. He'll start third on the inside of road number 2. On the outside of road number 2 is the 19 from Pawnee. That's Dylan Tuxhorn starting fourth. From Weldon, Illinois, Garrett Duff starts fifth tonight. He's in the 1 car on the inside of road number 3. A winner of 5 events this season in the 305 Points Series. The 5W of Chapin, Illinois is Paul Niedheiser. Starting 7th on the inside of road number 4, currently sitting 2nd in points, it's the V8 of Ben Wagner. He's paired alongside Jeff Tuxhorn, who starts 8th tonight in the 32. The back row looks like this. The 51 of Brent Burrows starting 9th, and on the outside, starting 10th in row number 5, is the 4 car out of Springfield, Illinois. That's Bailey Goldsberry. Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks. You can begin reporting for feature action. Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks. You can begin reporting to staging for features. race of the season here in the 305 Sprint Car Series. Robbie Standridge, a points leader right now with 8 starts already under his belt. 2 wins for Standridge, 4 second-place finishes so far this season. Ben Wagner, the D8, he's in second of the points. A second-place finish here not too long ago on Labor Day weekend. Paul Nienheiser, as we told you, winner of 5 events this season and 4 of the last 5. 305 events, third in the points. Dylan Tuxhorn in fourth. Tyler Duff and Garrett Duff in fifth and sixth, respectively. Bailey Roseberry in seventh place, excuse me. This will be her 6th start of the season. Jeff Tuxhorn on the track. He'll be in 11th place. Brett Burrows in 12th. Max Bosgate in 15th. Just a couple of appearances this season by the 7X. As we get ready to go, 10 cars for the 305 Sprint Car feature tonight here in Jacksonville. Once again, Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks. You can begin your way to staging for feature action. Dirt Car UMP Street Stocks. Make your way to staging for feature action. Let's go down the running order for you. Max Bosgate, Tyler Duff in row number 1. Robbie Standridge, Dylan Tuxhorn in row number 2. Garrett Duff and Paul Nienheiser in row number 3. Ben Wagner, Jeff Tuxhorn in row number 4. Brett Burrows and Bailey Roseberry in row number 5. Caution lights are down. Race field comes to the back stretch. Jacksonville Speedway, are you ready to go racing for feature action here tonight? Cheer on our local favorites as Max Bosgate and Tyler Duff lead the field around turn number 4. Tuxhorn able to hold off Paul Nienheiser so far. The top 5, a tight top 5 here tonight at Jacksonville. Back to the lead, Robbie Sanders trying to make a move. The X-Car takes the lead here in Jacksonville. Tyler Duff moves now down to second. Max Bosgate remains in third. Paul Nienheiser scoops up the court, but he's got a lot of distance to go to make his way up into that top 3 discussion tonight. Ben Wagner currently sitting in 6th. Garrett Duff, Jeff Tuxhorn, and Bailey Roseberry rounding out the field of 9. Back to the race leader. It's Robbie Standridge in the X-Car. Spinning around, Tyler Duff 5 car lengths behind him. Max Bosgate trying to up to get to that 3rd spot, but now we've got trouble over in turn 4. Trouble in turn number 4 for the 5W of Paul Nienheiser. 5W will rejoin the race field as we get the field reset for you. Robbie Sandridge, Tyler Duff, Max Posgay, Dylan Tuxhorn, Ben Wagner out of your top 5. The back half of the pack, Garrett Duff, Jeff Tuxhorn, Bailey Goldsberry, and Paul Nienheiser as we get ready to come back to green. Single file restart. We'll keep an eye on that cone over in turn number 4 and here on the backs in the front straightaway as we get ready to go back to green.
Robbie Sanders holds on to the lead on the restart. Tyler Duff going high into the cushion. Max Cosgate trying to chase down for that second spot with 7X. Here they come into the back 2 turns. Dylan Tuxhorn and Ben Wagner slugging it out. Ben Wagner out. Fourth spot ahead of Dylan Tuxhorn. Garrett Duff in 6th. Dylan Tuxhorn in 5th, and now Garrett Duff trying to make a play for that 5th spot as well as they come into the back 2 turns. Here comes Jeff Tuxhorn. It's a big pile up in the back of the pack. They're trying to sort themselves out. Back to the race for the lead. Robbie Sanders in the X Club coming around the start-finish line. He's being chased down by the 84 of Tyler Duff. Max Mosgate not too far behind in the 7X. Paul Nienheiser, who got thrown to the back of the pack early, trying to make some distance up, is now Bailey Goldsberry drops to the back of the pack as Nienheiser got a little bit on the source in number 1. 305 sprint car feature. Robbie Sanders, Tyler Duff, Max Posgay, your top 3. Ben Wagner has now opened up a lead in 4th spot of the rest of the pack, which is Garrett Duff in 5th. Dylan Tuxhorn and Jeff Tuxhorn for 6th and 7th. Nienheiser back in 8th. He's trying to make up the distance and maybe crack into that top 5. Still under green, just a few laps to go in the 305 sprint car season. Robbie Sanders, the 2019 points leader, continuing to hold it. 1 lap to go for the X car here in the 305 sprint car feature. Can Tyler Duff close the distance? It might be too far. Now for the 84 to come get his second win, because it's going to be a checker flag win for the X car of Robbie Sandridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for tonight's winner of the 305 Sprint Car feature, the X Car of Robbie Sandridge. Tyler Duff finishes 2nd. Max Posgay finishes 3rd for your top 3. Ben Wagner, Garrett Duff, Jeff Tuxhorn, Paul Nienheiser, Dylan Tuxhorn, and Bailey Goldsberry round out the finishing cars. Well, let's hear it one more time for Robbie Sandridge. Robbie, it's been a little bit of time here this summer since we've got to talk to you in Victory Lane, and I'll tell you what, it's got to be a nice feeling, and it's always nice to see those kids cheering you on as you get out of the car, isn't it?
Yeah, that kid in the 84 car and Nienheiser, boy, them boys have figured this 305 stuff out. I had to get back up on my game, worked on it all day and massaged it a little bit. I think it's a new suit though. Eddie Baker bought me a new suit, got K&E Baker across front. I'm spoiled, new helmet, new suit. Hell, I had to win. If I didn't win, Baker's gonna kick my ass.
Well, we're glad that didn't happen here tonight, but I'll tell you what, you had a nice little battle. You had to get ahead of Tyler Duff. You were able to get around that young man, and as soon as you were, it was kind of open skies for you, wasn't it?
I got by him, the track opened up for me, like you said, and I just run a nice smooth line, try not to screw up.
Well, we're glad to have you back in victory lane. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Standridge, your winner of tonight's 305 feature class here in Jacksonville. Getting ready for tonight's dirt car UMP Street Stock feature. Coming up next, we'll be the Kendall Oil Pro Late Model class. Kendall Oil Pro Late Models. You can begin reporting to staging. Let's introduce you to the starting grid for tonight's Street Stock feature. On the pole from Jacksonville, Illinois is the 17B of Braden Bilger. On the outside, starting second from Concord, Illinois, the Matt Gray 89, the smooth criminal. That's Mike Jackson. A heat winner earlier tonight here at Jacksonville, starting third on the inside of row number 2 is the 99, that's Jason Meyer. Scheduled to start on the outside in fourth. The 67R hails from Jacksonville, Illinois, that's Rudy Zaragoza. A 6-time winner here at the Jacksonville Speedway this season in the street stocks. From Cerro Gordo, Illinois, Terry Reed starts fifth in the 5. On the outside, starting sixth, is Nolan Kaufman. He's driving the 83K car. Row number 4 scheduled to look like this. Starting seventh is the 48. That's driven by Michael Larson on the inside. On the outside, that's the 25G, driven by Brian Gaines. We missed correctly. Called him Andy during the heat action. Row number 5 looks like this. He's in the 72C. To his right is Caleb Foster piloting the bright yellow 24. And in the back row, starting 11th tonight, is the 82. That's the Hornet Green 82, driven by Pete Stojdel. And Jacksonville's David Bowery rounds out the field, starting 12th. Once again, your starting grid for the street stock feature: Braden Belcher, Mike Jackson in row number 1, Jason Meyer, Rudy Zaragoza in row number 2, Terry Reed and Nolan Kaufman in row 3, Michael Larson, Brian Gaines in row 4, Chet Peak and Cale Foster in row 5, Pete Stojdel, David Mallory in row 6. Caution lights are down. Race leaders bring us around. Turns 3 and 4 as we get ready to go green here in the dirt car UMP Street Stock feature. Bilger and Jackson hit the gas and we go green. Wide as Rudy Zaragoza tries to sprint up to the race lead. He comes around turn number 4. He's nose to nose with Bilger. It's a dead even run right now. Zaragoza with just a slight edge as we get around lap number 1. Bilger in second, Meyer in third, Terry Reed and Mike Jackson nose to nose for 4th and 5th. Here comes Reed underneath. They go 3 wide to turn number 4. Zaragoza holds on to the lead. Bilger, Meyer, Reed, and Jackson are top 5. Behind them's the 48 car of Michael Larson, the 83 of Nolan Kaufman, and the 25 of Brian Gaines. Rounding out the back of the pack, it's Chet Peak, David Mallory, Cale Foster, and Pete Stojdel. 12 cars still moving strong here in the straight stock feature. Line. What a run so far. Terry Reed, Braden Bilger, Jason Meyer, all trying to chase down now the race leader. That's Rudy Zaragoza. He comes around turns 3 and 4. But Reed got a caution flag out in turn number 1. A slowdown for the 48 car of Michael Larson brings us to caution here in the street stock feature. get the field reset as Rudy Zaragoza holds on to the lead here in the street stock feature. Braden Wilshire, Terry Reed, Jason Meyer, Mike Jackson, all trying to hunt him down in a packed top 5 so far. Nolan Kaufman, Brian Gaines, Chet Beek, David Maurer, Pete Stochdel, Cale Foster. The rest of the field as Larson comes into the infield work area. Kindle Oil Pro Late Models. Kindle Oil Pro Late Models. You need to begin reporting to staging. Kindle Oil Pro Late Models. You need to be reporting to staging. In the work area, working on the 48, that's Michael Larson, the car that caused the caution over in turn number 1. Running orders, we look to get back to green. Rudy Zaragoza, Braden Wilcher, Terry Reed, Jason Meyer, Mike Jackson, the top 5, followed by Nolan Kaufman, Brian Gaines, Chet Peak, David Maury, Pete Stochdel, Cale Foster, and Michael Larson as we come back around turns 3 and 4. And here we go, back to green in the street stock feature. We've got trouble in the back stretch as we go yellow once again. Trouble for the 99 and the 89 of Mike Jackson as Mike Jackson is spun around. And you can see significant damage over on the side of the Smooth Criminal in turn number 3. The yellow originally was for the 4 car of David Mallory, who jumped before the cone. So the field will reset as we did not get a completed lap in, but the 4 car was the original caution. And now you see trouble in turn number 3 for the 89 of Mike Jackson. So the reset, race command telling us that the 4 car of David Mallory had jumped the cone, and that was what brought out the original yellow. By the time we got back around to turn number 3, you saw the contact between Mike Jackson and Jason Meyer. Hornets will be next in the feature lineup. We apologize, we have been announcing that incorrectly. Hornets will be next in the feature lineup tonight, followed by the Pro Lates and the Modifieds. Our apologies for the error on the microphone. But once again, Hornets cars will be coming up next in feature action, followed by the Pro Late models and the Modifieds. I apologize for the confusion here on the microphone in the tower. But we're going to get you back to race action here in the street stock feature here in just a second. So because the caution was brought out for the 4 car, you'll see the 99 and the 89 move back up to their original spots in the starting grid. So once again, it's Zaragoza, Belger, Reed, Meyer, and Jackson, your top 5. Kaufman, Gaines, Stodgel, Maury, Foster, and Larson rounding out the rest of the field. Caution lights fall, engines rev high, and here we go back to green.
Terry Reed trying to dig in that cushion, and you've got more trouble for the 89 as now Jackson moves into the infield and he comes back out onto the race surface. Zaragoza holding on to the lead. We've got parts flying over in turn number 4. And that'll bring out another caution and more trouble for the 89 as he got caught up at the 24 of Cale Foster.
So the yellow caution comes out for the race debris over in turn number 3 on what appears to be the front bumper of the 99 of Jason Meyer. Following that, you had contact between Mike Jackson and the 24 of Cale Foster right in front of us here at the scoring tower. It's going to be a hook for Cale Foster right in front of us here in the scoring tower, the bright yellow 24 of Cale Foster, as we're under caution again here in the street stock feature. Slowly whittling laps away here on what has been a rough and tumble night for the street stocks, and the demolition derby isn't even until tomorrow. Keeping an eye on that 99, you can see a little bit more of that race body flapping in the wind as it comes around into the back stretch. We'll keep an eye and see if any more parts fly off of the front end of Jason Meyer. Over in turn number 2, we need you to make your way over to the grandstand seating, please. Fans in turn number 2, we need you off the fence line and against the wall and over in the grandstand seating. Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate that. The painter picking up some debris over in turn number 2. The budding viral video superstar is Bubba Painter, after he had to do an emergency shutdown on one of those midget cars here not too long ago during the Power Eye run. Car got caught against the wall, engine was stuck. Bubba was the one that was able to get it shut down. And that video was viewed well over 100,000 times over Twitter and Facebook. As the caution lights fall, we're going to try and go back to green here in tonight's street stock feature. Rudy Zaragoza leads us back to green one more time. Zaragoza holding on to the lead, coming around turns 3 and 4. Braden Belger trying to chase him down to 17B. Terry Reed in third. Here comes Jason Meyer now. The front 4 tightly packed as we come to the back stretch. Zaragoza is able to get the big jump there off the straightaways. Can anyone make the pass on the 2 turns? That's the question right now, as Zaragoza looks fast in the front of the back stretch. Over and we're saying in race command, and that's going to be a yellow flag. A yellow flag in turn number 3 and 4 again as we see more debris over in those back 2 turns. big pickup in turn number 3. That came off once again the 99 of Jason Meyer. Cruz now keeping a tight eye on the 99 to make sure no more parts may happen to come off of the front of that car after his tangle with the 89 earlier in the race.
And here we go, back to green one more time. Troubles. Bolger got right into the backside of the 67. Maybe it was just a little pushing nudge as now the 67 sprints out again in the back stretch. Working fast in the two front and back stretches in the 67R. Terry Reed now is able to come around. Here comes the T5. He moves up to second. He gets caught in the cushion now. He's got to chase down Zaragoza. Meyer and Bolger now nose to nose for third and fourth. Mike Jackson remains in fifth. Coming to the infield for third end of David Power. Back to the race lead, that's Zaragoza coming out of turn number 2. The man from Zaragoza, the 6-time winner, Terry Reed, trying to chase him down to the back 2 turns. Meyer, Bolger, and Jackson the top 5. Continuing to hold on to the lead. Terry Reed trying to chase him down. Jason Meyer now moves up to third as Bolger drops back to fourth. White flag. 1 lap to go for Rudy Zaragoza. Coming around turns 3 and 4. It's going to be a feature win for the Jacksonville boy, Rudy Zaragoza. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for tonight's winner of the Street Stock feature, Rudy Zaragoza. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear once again Rudy Zaragoza.
We'll just say real quick, I think everybody's pretty excited here in the crowd, are you not, tonight, Jacksonville Speedway?
This is an outline way to read this track. It was to read here for a long time. Today is this night. It's now Friday the 13th.
Well, all right, let's hear it once again. Rudy's. Here goes everybody. We are getting ready for tonight's Dirt Car UMP Hornets feature. Let's introduce you to the field of 14 scheduled on the sheet. We'll see if all 14 are able to make the call tonight. On the pole from Delavan, Illinois, a winner 4 times already this season at the Jacksonville Speedway. That's the one car of Matt Mackey. On the outside, starting second is the black and orange 26A. That is Michael McKay. Starting third tonight on the inside of road number 2 is the 32D. That's Jeffrey Delange. To his right, the WHO2. That's Eldon Hemken starting fourth. Jaden Delange starts fifth tonight. He's driving the black 3 car in road number 3. Jim Dutlinger starts sixth on the outside. He's in the 28. Carson Dart starts 7th tonight. He's driving the 66 machine, paired alongside Dalton Devers in the 135. The black and orange 01 is David Prim starting 9th. He drives the 01. Alongside him is the 5 car of Landon Nyson starting 10th. In row number 6 is the 44 of Bill Basso, alongside the MJ3 of Mark Burgess starting 12th. The back row looks like this. From Jacksonville, Josh Dove starts 13th in the 21D, and the 8P of Isaiah Penton scheduled to start 14th. As we get ready to rock and roll here in the Hornets feature, we do not see the 8P of Isaiah Penton. That's the one that misses the call. As we get ready to go, Matt Mackey and Michael McKay lead us to lead. We go 3 wide coming into turn number 3. That's Delange. Michael McKay and the other WHO2 of Eldon Hemken. And now we've got a red flag condition as the cars move out quickly. We will quiet down to let them do their jobs as we are at red flag here in the Hornet feature. appearing to be all right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear for the 5 car. That is Landon Nyson. Is he able to get out of the vehicle? As we remain under red, hook car coming out for the 5 car. We'll get things cleaned up. The crews get the 5 car back to the pit area, and we'll get back to yellow here in just a second. Race command gets us back to caution flag conditions. Yellow out on the track now as the cars in the Hornet feature begin moving once again. We'll get everybody moved back into lineup and back to green here very shortly. Michael McKay in the front row. Jeffrey Belanger, Eldon Hempkin in row number 2. May not be correct as the race command is trying to get the running orders sorted out here. Everything sounding all right for Landon Nyson here on the infield as we get ready to rock and roll, and we go back to lead here in tonight's Hornets feature. Trouble in turn number 1 between Carson Dart and the 135 of Dalton Beatles, but we do go to yellow. Thought we were maybe going to get to stay in the ring. Randy Sanders brings out the flag, and we're down to a second caution. As the 26A of Michael McKay now makes his way to the pit. Something not feeling right in the 26A of Michael McKay, who is up near the front of the pack. Pro late models coming up, followed by the dirt car UMP modifieds. As we continue feature racing action here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. So glad you're joining along. Whether you're joining us in the grandstand or on our YouTube channel, either way, we're just happy you're with us here tonight on a beautiful Friday night in Jacksonville. Come around turns 3 and 4. We look to go back to green one more time here in the Hornet feature. Another caution comes out For the 21D of Josh Dubb out of Jacksonville, Illinois, he's silver in turn number 2. As we once again stop action here in the Hornets feature, trying to get some laps in for these cars tonight. Back to green as Matt Mackey continues to lead this race field, followed by Eldon Hempkin as they come to the start-finish line. Jeffrey Delonche in third, Jim Dudlinger in fourth. The three-car Jaden Delonche currently sitting in fifth. As Michael McKay has tried to rejoin the race field after making his way all the way back into the pit area. Back to the race leader, that's Matt Mackey. Out of Delaware, Illinois, a different paint job as we see on the air one tonight. Usually that is a bright all-silver paint job with some sharp graphics on the side. You see a little bit of a handmade spray job here tonight for the Air 1. As he continues the race, Eldon Hempkin in second, Jeffrey Delonche in third, Jim Dudlinger in fourth, Jaden Delonche in fifth, Carson Dart in sixth. Bill Basso sits in seventh, followed by Mark Burgess in eighth. Back to the race lead, that's Matt Mackey coming down the start-finish line one more time. 4 wins under his belt so far this season in 2019. Delonche and Dudlinger going at it for third and fourth as they come into the back 2 turns. Eldon Hempkin trying to avoid that mess as he tries to hold on for second. Now starting to move around lap traffic as he gets around the MJ3 of Mark Burgess. Eldon Hempkin in second. Delonche and Dudlinger still battling it out for third and fourth in a nice little battle back into the back stretch. Delonche just by a nose over Dudlinger as they come into the back 2 turns. Continuing to lead. Here we go now, leading laps of the Hornets feature tonight. Mackey in the backstretch. Eldon Hempkin about 5 to 10 car lengths behind him. And now this battle for third and fourth is really heating up between Jeffrey Delonche and Jim Dudlinger. We remain in agreement, but some trouble for the Air 1. Some trouble for the Air 1 of Matt Mackey. He makes his way back to the pit. Your new race leader is the WHO2 of Eldon Hempkin. Not sure what happened to the car of Matt Mackey as he slowed down with just 2 laps to go. And now Hempkin is your race leader seeing the white flag. Delonche in second. Now Dudlinger in third. We come around to the back 2 turns. And the checkered flag comes out for Eldon Hempkin in the WHO2. Jeffrey Delonche finishes second. Jim Dudlinger finishes third. Crawling out of the car tonight, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your winner of tonight's Hornets class, the WHO2 of Eldon Hempkin. Eldon will tell you what, sometimes it's just nice to be in the right place at the right time. You were able to hold that second place lead for most of the race, and then unfortunately Matt took off and you were the race leader with just a couple of laps to go. It's a nice change of pace, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Matt. He's a good guy, good racer. I was in the right spot.
Who's helped you work on the car this week to help you get here tonight?
Just myself.
Just you, no one else. Well, hey, sometimes that's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I'd like to thank my sponsors. Bacon, the band, baconrocks.com, Quality Flooring, and Rich's Guns.
That'll work. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have it for a nice round of applause for Eldon Hempkin, your winner in tonight's Hornets feature here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Feature number 4 of 5 coming up tonight here at the Jacksonville Speedway. This is the Kindle Oil Pro Late Model feature. 9 cars on the sheet tonight. We'll see how many all make the call. Let's introduce you to the starting grid. From Minden, Illinois, starting in the pole position tonight is the 45W. That's Denny Woodworth. To his right, starting second, that's the black and yellow 25 of Dakota Ewing. From Carlinville, Illinois, Cody McGuire starts third tonight. He's in the 32M. Paired alongside Jose Parga, who starts fourth in the 6P. The black and red 25 is Tucker Finch. He'll start fifth tonight out of Jacksonville, Illinois. Paired alongside our street stock feature winner, that's Rudy Zaragoza in the 67R, starting sixth. Starting seventh tonight, that's the 75C of Chuck Mitchell, paired alongside the current 2019 Point Series leader, that's Brandon Eskew out of Ashland, Illinois, starting eighth. Rounding out the field is the other 45, that is Melvin Linder. He'll start in ninth in the back of the pack. Two very similar 45s out here on the track. Denny Woodworth up on the pole in the 45W. Melvin Linder towards the back of the pack. He's in the 45M. Two 45s, two 25s. A whole lot of fun if you're holding a microphone in your hand here tonight at the Jacksonville Speedway. Woodworth and Ewing, McGuire, Parga, Finch, Zaragoza, Mitchell, Eskew, and Linder. Your 11-car field here tonight, or 9-car field, excuse me, in the Kindle Oil Pro Late Model feature. Modifieds are up next, but here we go with Pro Late Model feature action at Jacksonville. Sprinting up right for the pack is Brandon Eskew. He moves all the way up to the first spot immediately on the first lap. And here comes the man from Ashland. We've got trouble over in turn number 1, though, as Dakota Ewing got spun around. And we'll bring out the caution flag. The 25 of Dakota Ewing spun around over in turn number 1. The 45M of Melvin Linder also gets caught up trying to avoid all of the fun. As we bring out a caution flag here in the early laps of the Pro Late Model feature. Denny Woodworth, Jose Parga, Brandon Eskew. Your top 3 is boy oh boy, Brandon Eskew shot out like a cannon on that first lap off the green flag. All the way up from 8th to 3rd in one lap was the 11E. And here we go, back to Breed.
in second, Brandon SQ in third. Back just a couple of car lengths, that's the black and yellow 25. Cody Ewing sitting in fourth. Chuck Mitchell in sixth. Cody McGuire in seventh. Race leader remains Denny Woodward. He comes to the start-finish line in the 45W out of Mendon, Illinois. Race winner for the last feature event here at Jacksonville. And now trouble for Parga. Trouble for Parga in turn number 2. He's able to save it and hold on. He comes back onto the track. He makes a little bit of contact with Cody McGuire in the back stretch, but he's able to hold on. He'll drop back to the 6th position. Now Brandon SQ moves up to second. He's got some distance to go to chase down the 45W, who has open air and not a car ahead of him for lap traffic for at least 3/4 of the race plan. Let's see if the 11 can make up the distance. Cody Ewing in second. Tucker Finch in fourth. Cody McGuire now in fifth. Parga in sixth. Chuck Mitchell in seventh. Back to the race leader. That's the 45W of Denny McCoy. He's now at backstretch. Brandon SQ trying to find a way to chase him down. McGuire in third. Cody Ewing drops back to fourth. Tucker Finch in fifth. Jose Parga in sixth. Chuck Mitchell makes his way off the track. We're down to 6 cars here in the Pro Late Model feature. Denny Woodward in first. Brandon SQ in second. Now Cody McGuire in third. Cody Ewing in fourth. Jose Parga in fifth. And now Tucker Finch has moved back to the 6th spot. Trying to make a play and get ahead of the black and yellow 25. He's already passed 125. That was for red and black 25 of Tucker Finch. Parga gets ahead of both 25s now. He moves up to the 4th spot. Back to the race lead. That's Denny Woodward coming into the back 2 turns. Brandon SQ trying to chase him down as they come to the start-finish line. SQ sits 9/10 of a second now behind Denny Woodward as they come to the last 2 turns. Woodward and now SQ. SQ now down to a half a second behind. SQ put 4/10 off the a little high in turn number 2. That opens up just a little bit of breathing room for Woodward as they come into the back 2 turns. Woodward remaining on the lead. Brandon SQ now back to that 0.9 of a second deficit. Down by 4/10 in 1 lap and then hit a bumper in turn number 2, and it took a little bit of time back off. Here we come to the start-finish line one more time. SQ now down at 6/10 of a second. He cuts 3/10 off of the time as they come into the back 2 turns, the back stretch. Woodward and SQ now closing the distance as they come into the back 2 turns. Still green flag. Let's check the time. Now 4/10 of a second. Brandon SQ little by little whittling away the lead for Denny Woodward here in this Pro Late Model feature. White flag, 1 lap to go. Denny Woodward from the lead. Now back to a 3/10 of a second lead. SQ trying to go low. Can't get him as Woodward closes it off. Here we go into the back 2 turns. Tucker Finch is behind him, ahead of him, but that's not going to make a distance. Denny Woodward wins the Pro Late Model feature at Jacksonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, crawling out, it's 2 feature wins in one night for Denny Woodworth. Let's hear it, folks. Kenny Dobson handing him the Herb Barlow Memorial Plaque Award as well for winning that feature just a little bit ago. And we'll talk to Denny here in just a second. Denny, a great night for you here at Jacksonville. You win 2 features. You now won 3 features in a row in the Pro Late Model class. What a run so far here in the late part of the season.
Yeah, the track was exceptionally good tonight. You could race all over it. Heat race, feature, it was good.
Brandon Eskew really caught things down, got down to 0.3 of a second on you there towards the very end, but you were able to hold on. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, the top burned up real bad. It got slick up there. You can see the right rear quarter pound on my car is all beat up. It's arcing and sparking.
Very good. Well, hey, we're happy to have you here once again. Now 3 wins in a row at Jacksonville. Let's hear it for Denny Woodworth, everyone.
Rex Battery, serving Jacksonville for over 35 years, carries over 75,000 batteries, offering a variety of services, including custom-built battery packs for all your battery-operated tools. Rex Battery specializes in rebuilding starters, alternators, and generators, saving their customers money. If you need a battery tested or replaced, come to Rex Battery in Jacksonville. At Rex Battery, Mark, Devin, and John have the knowledge and experience to provide all your battery needs.
It's the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds. Let's go down the 18-car feature lineup. On the pole is the 32 of Donovan Lodge. To his right, the current point series leader here for 2019. That's the T6 of Tommy Shepard. Jacksonville's Ryan Blakeman starts third in the 22, along with Alan Weiser, the winner of the earlier feature tonight, in the 25W, starting fourth. Jeff Ray starts fifth. He's in the 78, paired alongside Springfield's Austin Lynn, starting sixth in the 72A. Russ Coltis starts seventh. He's in the 9C in row number 4, paired alongside Steve Tybett, who starts eighth in the 36. Tim Hancock starts ninth tonight. He's driving the 0 car. Also in row number 5 is the 40B. That is Frankie Wellman. Cody Stillwell starts 11th in Revelores, along with Craig Roden starting 12th in the 27 car. Row number 7 has Jimmy Miller in the 2 car, starting 13th. Paired alongside the 44 of Brian Devers in 14th. Liberty's Dave Wheatholder starts 15th tonight. He's in the 05 car, along with the 43T of Josh Thomas starting 16th. And the last row pairs Tyler Roberts in the 8th car, starting 17th, with Derek Carlson in the 37 starting 18th. Caution lights come down. The race field comes around turn number 4. Here we go. Green flag in tonight's Dirt Car UMP Modified feature. Trouble over in turn number 4. That involves the 8 car of Tyler Roberts. And the 43T of Josh Roberts as we go to yellow here in the early laps of the modified feature tonight. Alan Weiser has already taken 1 checkered flag here tonight in the Herb Barlow Memorial feature, looking to make it 2 for 2, just like Denny Woodworth did. last feature of the night here. Of course, we remind you about the big Demolition Derby tomorrow night here as part of the Double Trouble weekend at the Jacksonville Speedway. The Mike Brown Promotions Summer Point Series rejoins the Jacksonville Speedway for Smash Bash 3 tomorrow night. That's at 6 o'clock. 3 classes of Demolition Derby action. Nearly 50 cars have already pre-registered and expect more to show up tomorrow afternoon. We hope you'll join us alongside for what is going to be a very fun, wild evening here at the Speedway. Start time is 6 o'clock. $12 gets you in the front gate. Discounted costs for teenagers. Kids under 5 get in for free. The 43T gets the Hook Escort here into the infield. The 8 car of Tyler Roberts able to continue as he'll rejoin the back of the pack. So we'll get the field reset. Donovan Lodge, Tommy Shepard up front, Ryan Blakeman, Alan Weiser at road number 2, Jeff Ray, Austin Lynn in road number 3, Russ Coltis, Steve Tybett in road number 5. Your top 10 as we look to reset here in the modified feature. Caution lights come down. Field comes around turns 3 and 4 as we get ready to restart. And here we go, green flag. Tommy Shepard takes the race lead over Donovan Lodge in the last lap. Alan Weiser in third. Ryan Blakeman at fourth, Jeff Ray in fifth, Austin Lynn in sixth, Russ Coltis in seventh, Tim Hancock at eighth, Greg Lee Kelvin in ninth, and Steve Tybee sitting in 10th, just a hair over Cody so well as they come to the start finish line. Good top 10 on the last lap. Back to the race lead, that's Tommy Shepard. Donovan Lodge trying to chase him down as they cross the start finish line. Alan Weiser going high, trying to make up some room on that cushion. But Denny Woodward just told you has really been worn out tonight. Ryan Blakeman trying to slug it out with Jeff Ray. Towards the fifth, that's the 78 of Ray and the 22 of Blakeman. Russ Coltis right behind them in sixth. What a battle so far for fourth and fifth. Look at Blakeman and Ray go as they come around to the back 2 turns. Alan Weiser has now moved up to second. He and Donovan Lodge hot off the tail of the T6 as they come around to the back stretch. Tommy Shepard trying to hold it off as they come into the back 2 turns. He's going to hold the advantage for at least this lap as Shepard continues to lead. Jeff Ray now trying to hold on to that good spot. Blakeman going high on him. And Blakeman out shooting on the back stretch. Here comes Blakeman trying to get that fourth position. He's battling it out with Jeff Ray. A fantastic battle between the 22 and the 78. Behind them, you've got a whole pile of metal trying to slug it out for 6, 7, and 8. That includes Russ Coltis, Austin Lynn, Tim Hancock, Frankie Wellman, and now the 05 of Dave Reedholder. Reedholder started in 15th. He's now moved up into the top 10. Race lead, Alan Weiser's grabbed the lead now as we come into the back stretch. He gets around the T6, who had a little bit of trouble negotiating around the 8 car of Tyler Roberts. Weiser takes the last lap lead. Here comes Tommy Shepard. Donovan Lodge in third, he's having to get it out of lap traffic. That battle for fourth and fifth really still continuing between the 78 of Jeff Ray and the 22 of Ryan Blakeman as we stay in the green here in the modified feature. That's Alan Weiser. He's coming around more lap traffic now as we get into the back 2 turns. Tommy Shepard trying to chase him down. Donovan Lodge riding high, trying to get around the 2 car of Jimmy Miller, and still trying to catch up in these top 2. Jeff Ray in 4th. Ryan Blakeman in 5th. Austin Lynn now in 6th. Dave Greenholder's trying to get around the 8 car. He's having trouble as well as Russ Coltis will get ahead of him. Leader, that's Alan Weiser coming into the back 2 turns. He's opening up a gap now ahead of
Tommy Shepard, the second place driver in the yellow T6. Donovan Lodge still trying to hunt him down, trying to take over that second spot. And now we've got somebody coming into the infield. That's the 44 of Brian Beavers. The late add to the roster this evening makes his way to the infield, and the late laps of the modified feature. Now a spin around on turn number 2. Yellow is going to come out. Yellow is going to come out for the 2-car, Jimmy Miller. And now things will get a little bit interesting in the waning laps here of the modified feature. Alan Weiser and Tommy Shepard will restart first and second. Donovan Lodge will be right up there with them in third. Jeff Ray will be in fourth. Ryan Blakeman in fifth. Austin Lynn in sixth. And now Dave Weedholder finds himself sitting in seventh after starting 15th. The big Charger award so far tonight goes to Dave Weedholder out of Liberty, Illinois. He started 15th in this race. He's now moved himself to 7th. Russ Coltis, Frankie Wellman, Cody Stillwell, Darren Carlson, Craig Roden, Tim Hancock, Tyler Roberts, Steve Tyvett, and Jimmy Miller, the rest of your race field owners. We look to get back to green. There's been some spectacular racing all over the track here. What a battle so far between the 78 of Jeff Ray and the 22 of Ryan Blakeman, who have been battling it out for that 4th and 5th spot all night long here at the Speedway. Alan Weiser looking to win his second feature of the evening here in the modified class as he leaves the race field back around turn 4, and we go green one more time. A clean restart for the field. Tommy Shepard looking to shoot out the back stretch. Donovan Lodge, though, trying to battle it out to get that second spot. Here the race field comes around to the start-finish line. Weiser, now Lodge and Shepard neck and neck coming around turn 2. Jeff Ray in fourth, Brian Blakeman in fifth. Austin Ray trying to get up there as well. Austin Lynn, Austin Lynn is 72A. And now Weedholder trying to jump up to 6th. So we've got another caution on the track for the 8-car of Tyler Roberts. Bubba Painter moving out quickly to help get the 8-car where he needs to be as we come under caution one more time. Race field comes around. Alan Weiser, Tommy Shepard, Donovan Lodge, your top 3. We go back to green here. Tonight's modified feature. Clean restart in the field. Lodge trying to spin around Shepard as they come into the back 2 turns. Jeff Ray in fourth. Ryan Blakeman in fifth. Weiser continues to hold on to the lead. Dave Weedholder now moves up. He's currently sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He drops back to 7, as Austin Lynn jumps back up to grab that position. Lynn trying to get ahead of Blakeman now. Austin Lynn trying to crawl up to that top 5 spot. He's got to battle it out with the 22 of Brian Blakeman as they come to the back stretch. The race leader remains Alan Weiser in the 25W. One feature win already tonight for the man from Peoria. He's trying to make it 2 for 2 and sweep here at the Speedway. Tommy Shepard says, I've got something to say about that as he's trying to close up the distance now coming into the back 2 turns. Austin Lynn trying to hold off Big Wheel over in the back stretch, and we're the white flag. 1 lap to go for Alan Weiser. Coming around turn 4, nobody's going to catch the 25W. It's a checkered flag win for Alan Weiser.
Before he gets out, we just ran five classes and 7 features. It's 9:45. Go tell the neighbors. We'll get you up here just a little bit away from your car, just like we saw Denny tonight in the Pro Mod class. 2 wins for you tonight here at Jacksonville. It's got to be a nice feeling to sweep 2 features this evening.
Oh yeah, man, the car's been good here all year long, and just about anywhere we've really taken it. So, man, you can't beat this, and it's coming down to the last few nights with UMP national points, and this will definitely help us out a little bit.
Just like Denny won in the Pro Late Model feature, you were able to finally crawl out, get on the lead, and after that, it was kind of smooth sailing for you.
Yeah, I knew Tommy Shepard, he's been good over here all year long, so I know he would be some tough competition, and once I got out front there, I just kind of kept a good lead, and thought it was good.
Well, we're glad to have you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for Alan Weiser, your winner of tonight's modified feature here at Jacksonville. That is going to wrap up our race program at 9:45 this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get you home nice and early tonight. Go out and see one of our local food vendors, grab something to eat as a late dinner, or stick around here at the Hall of Fame Lounge and grab yourself a cold drink. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Kenny Thompson, Randy Standridge, Kinsey, Jen, Justin, everyone up here in the scoring tower, all of our front staff at the front gate, Bubba, Tommy, Hank, everyone here on the infield crew that works so very hard to keep us moving smooth all week long, our fire and ambulance crews. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Shoemaker. We are so very happy, humbled, and honored you have chosen to join us on a beautiful Friday evening. We hope to see you next Friday back here at the Jacksonville Speedway. No matter where you're going or how you get there, please drive home safely.